Hey y'all, it's Stormy and Chelsea. Alright guys, so before we even start this video, I gotta start off by saying thank you for letting us and helping us reach 300 subscribers. Yeah, so cheers to that.
Today we're going to be talking about one of the 3 topics that you should talk about before you get in a relationship, but unfortunately most people actually wait till it's too late to talk about these 3 topics. So if you are in a relationship, it's not too late, but these things definitely need to be discussed. So
when you see the jar, you already know that we're going to be talking about something super cool. Here we go. Topic number 1. I'm stirring it up. Stirring it up.
Shaking.
Okay, shaking it up.
Is arguing a natural part of every committed relationship?
I believe that arguing is a natural part of every relationship, and it is healthy because without it, your partner don't give a fuck about you.
What?
Maybe they give a fuck, but they don't give 2 fucks.
Shut up. No, for real. When I think about arguing, I think about like healthy arguing and then like destructive arguing. And like destructive arguing obviously is not good. That's like big, cuss words, slander, blame, guilt, things like that, and just manipulation and stuff like that. But the healthy arguing is just listening and understanding and having discussions and quote unquote debates about, your feelings and stuff like that. I feel like that's necessary. I feel like you can't just keep every single thing bottled up inside and just not tell your partner how you feel about certain situations.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Which initially it could just be like, oh, they're not listening, or they're just getting on my nerves, or I'm gonna leave it alone because it's gonna be another fight tonight. But then it will become, oh, well, now I'm gonna talk to somebody else about it and this and that.
So what do you think is the difference between like arguing and then, debating?
I feel like if I had to compare a debate and an argument, I would think about a debate team. A debate team, they're talking, they're trying to be right, number 1, but they're talking in a non-confrontational, not screaming at each other. Arguments, it's more like, stripping a person, think of an onion.
I do feel like some people consider arguments to be destructive, and that's why they're called arguments. Like, it's what your intention lies on. Like, is your intention to hurt the person or to understand the person? Because if you're arguing to hurt the person or to feel as if you're being heard, then that could turn into an argument because you're being selfish.
Debating with your partner, you're both getting your ideas out there, and when it comes to arguing, you're just taking your onion and you're pulling each other apart.
See, that's where we differ, because if you're on a debate team, the whole point, the whole initiative is to be right at the end. See, if you're going into a conversation with the thought, I'm going to prove you wrong, I am right, you cannot effectively listen to the person that you're talking to, because your whole goal and initiative is to prove yourself right. If in order for it to be healthy, your number 1 priority to be like in a relationship would have to be to literally care about that person's feelings more than you care about your own. If I felt ignored and you felt as if you weren't ignoring me, a debate would be like, I feel ignored because of this, well I don't because of this, well I feel ignored because of this, well I'm not because of this. Rather, it should be like, I feel ignored because you're doing and you should be like, wow, tell me more.
Your interpretation of debate versus argument, but whatever interpretation you have of a debate and argument, just make sure that you're both listening and caring about each other. Alright, so we're gonna tell you about a time where we felt like our arguments were detrimental, or I did, and she felt like they were natural, and I felt like they were just in the relationship, and she felt like it was normal to argue. Yeah. We watched a video where it's basically saying that you have to listen to understand instead of like listening to just answer back or listen to just shut the person off. And then we kind of like took those points that he said in the video and kind of was like, oh, so it is normal to argue, or we keep having the same arguments over and over and over again, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. So instead of not wanting to face the problem or having to deal with the problem over and over again, figure out how to fix it and then move on.
It's one person in a relationship who does not want to argue, like they do everything to avoid arguments, and the other person is just headstrong and they're just kind of like a hailstorm. In order to have a healthy relationship, You guys need to not feel that way about arguing. Like, if you argue effectively and you actually resolve the problems, you can get past that problem and have a better relationship. So when they're telling you something about how they're upset or they're pissed off, just listen. Just try to understand why they feel that way, how they feel that way, how you contributed to that.
That was it. I hope this helped you guys a lot. So in the comments, I want you guys to comment about how do you feel about arguing? Is it healthy or is it detrimental? And also tell us that this video helped you change your views on arguing with your partner. We'll see you guys in our next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you're new to our channel. Bye.